Today is November 29th. I'm here with the five-time Pro Bowl NFL wide receiving champion, Anthony Miller. Anthony.
Hey, how you doing?
Again. I saw him play at Jack Murphy Stadium. He lit that stadium up. Some of the greatest catches you've ever seen for the San Diego Chargers. Kicked serious ass with the Broncos. And again, the greatest Monday Night Football catch of all time with the Dallas Cowboys thrown by Troy Aikman. Some serious power plays by this guy right here. Just want to get your opinion in the recent light of taking the knee, Kaepernick taking the knee during the national anthem, in the perspective of there's always some kind of bad apple in the barrel in some category. It could be NFL, it could be teachers, it could be the Army, it could be anywhere, but in any place, in any category, in a specific, these three, a few bad apples as far as the police department that did some things that weren't that good and favorable, and not even the other police departments agree with that. But there's, as far as the flag, there's people that died for that flag and died for our freedom and died for and sacrificed, paid the serious sacrifice to play on Sunday or receive the millions in salary that they do. And everyone's entitled to their opinion in this country. What is your opinion on that effect by taking the knee and disrespecting the flag? Because what that does is those people can have nothing they can't fix anything. But what's your personal opinion on that, Anthony?
I mean, me as a player, when I played, we always stood for the flag. We knew what it represented. And also playing down in San Diego, there's a lot of military people. So, and there are a lot of them are at our game. So we would always show respect to them and stand up for the flag. I understand what Cap is doing as far as not standing up for it, but there's just ways you can go about it, in other ways besides that. I think you can get your point across by doing it through interviews that you have, or putting your money.
Well, first like what you said, there's other ways, because when he takes the knee in front of the audiences, they can't do anything about it. The NFL commissioner can't tell the police what to do. The coaches can't tell the police what to do. These people are literally powerless on running a police department in every city in the nation, correct? That's what you mean?
Yeah,
first part first.
We all know that they have some good cops and some bad cops. I think the majority are.
But those people, when you take the knee, the people that have fallen, they can't have an effect. They can't tell the police force what to do. They're powerless, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just like I said, I don't think he was trying to disrespect the police. The military people. It was more or less for the police department. And, like I said, there's other ways of going about it. We have we have a lot of great players that play in the league, but we have a couple bad ones sometimes. But that tends to mess it up for everybody else. But in his case, he was trying to make a stance, and I think he kind of went about it the wrong way. I think, similar to Muhammad Ali, but Muhammad Ali was a great boxer. When he made his stands about he didn't want to go and fight, for the country, rather go to jail. It was a stance that he had to deal with, and there was a sacrifice. He missed 3 years. He went to jail. It's a lot different. Just like I'm saying, he made a sacrifice to not stand for the flag, and now he's carrying this burden of wanting to get back in the league. But when you make a stance, they don't really want you back in because you carry a lot of baggage now. So, like I said, there's other ways he could have went about it, but right now,
in other words, he has millions of people viewership post-game interviews. He could have said, "Hey, for the police, the city commissioners in those specific cities, can we stop the police brutality?" He could have brought it to light.
He could have done something like that using his way, or he could have went about it by doing stuff for the community against the police officers, or going down there and talking with with them and trying to get his point across around those, as far as those police officers that happen in that city. Go and talk to them. Maybe he could have got across that way. I just think, he kind of went about it the wrong way. Like I said, these players are a little different than when I played. These guys making a lot of money. And sometimes I think they feel they can just do anything and there's no consequences after that.
Right. Well, as an example, you just said they make a lot of money. So there's armed forces right now or throughout the world protecting the freedom of the country, and there's those families that have sacrificed along with those lives that have fallen for the flag, for them to play on Sunday and to make that kind of money. You're saying we should have a little more gratefulness to have that kind of capability because he had other ways to bring to light police brutality versus those that are powerless that can't do anything about it.
Exactly. That's like I said, he could have went about it a different way. You know, there's a lot of ways he probably could have went about it, but that one right there really touched a lot of people, Black American, white American, all different races, because that's who fights for this country when they go off. So, like I said, he could have done it a different way.
Back in the day, like if that had happened when you played, what do you think would have happened?
Well, probably back then, they probably would. I don't know if they could find us back then because it's a freedom of speech. I think maybe it depends on where that player's at. Is he a low man on the totem pole and he's making that one? Oh, he's gonna get cut. He's out of there. I mean, I'm gonna tell you about the NFL and the owners. You could do a lot of crazy things, but once you start tapping into their money, they're gonna find ways of getting you out of there. And the NFL is a billion dollars industry, and they make a lot of money. And now this is starting to affect them as far as attendance.
Is it really?
People watching the game.
Really?
Yeah,
With attendance? Wow.
Yeah.
It's hitting the attendance.
Yeah.
And
a lot of guys a lot of the fans are protesting.
Wow.
I mean, they're very serious about this situation. I
remember, by the way, back when you played at Jack Murphy Stadium, there'd be the 6 Jets that came over and everyone stood for the anthem and put their hand on their heart. It was a serious situation because you got the Navy, you got Camp Pendleton. It's a certain level of respect for those armed forces allowing everyone to enjoy the day. When you were playing in the stadium, I saw it myself.
Everybody knows that San Diego's a military town. So, when you're doing that, you're slapping them guys right in your backyard in their face. So I'm pretty sure with us, we were totally different. I mean, we had military people come to our game. We paid for them to come to our game. So they got a lot of free tickets for the military people. So in our situation, it definitely would be a lot different.
Right. So it has hit the bottom line of the NFL. It's made a profound effect concerning attendance and numbers, correct?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these fans, they're very upset. I hear it all the time as a ex-NFL guy. They always ask me, what do you feel about Kaepernick not standing?
Oh,
so how would you, if it was you, what would you have done? So, I would tell them my opinion like it is. Like I said, it's funny, these guys, when we come in the league, we are crying to get in this league. So all of a sudden, we get drafted and we start playing in the league, we start making a little bit of money. Now all of a sudden, now you want to make these crazy stands that hurts the NFL, the same thing that you were trying to cry to get into. Now you're getting a taste of it, you're doing really well. Now you want to do your own thing that's starting to affect the NFL. One thing about the NFL, you always protect the shield, And as a retired player, we sometimes look at it a different way as far as not that situation, more about the concussion case. We feel that, just like I said, we've laid it on the line and did a lot for the NFL. And now we're going over this concussion case that has, bothered us, about certain things, the way they're handling it. But hopefully we can get it all over and move on.
I want to talk about the two of because what it takes to get in the NFL. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is a first round draft pick. And this guy clocked the 40 at 4.27. Am I right?
Yes.
And this is you placed very well, the fastest man in the NFL.
Second place.
Wait. That was by 1/20th of 1 second, which is like, that's like 1/10 the bat of an eyelash. You see my point? A 4.27 is fast. In fact, you were a track star before you hit the NFL, right? And they saw
I was fast but don't get me wrong, I was a football player. It's a little different. A lot of these guys, you know, you get guys that ran track and come and jump on. I started running track my senior year in high school and also playing football my senior year in high school. I was a basketball player growing up.
Basketball player too.
From my freshman year to my senior year, my junior and senior year, I started varsity point guard.
Okay. But the same, okay, just really quickly, 4.27 in the 40,
Mm-hmm.
and then the fastest man in the NFL, you barely just missed first place as the fastest man in the entire National Football League. This is why I called him the Black Flash. You know, there's the Flash, that's the Black Flash.
That's funny.
Now, in the first round, which pick were you?
I was a 15 pick in the first round.
The 15th pick in the first round. So you know what it takes to get into the NFL.
Yes. I mean, it was always a dream when I was in college to make it to the NFL. And when I got there, I tried not to mess that up. You know, because it is a privilege to play in the NFL. I played 10 years. I missed 5 games in 10 years. So I was definitely a durable player, you know, and I believe in weights and working out and coming into camp in shape. And I think that helps you out a lot. I think you need to practice to be good. A lot of guys, you know, think you can just show up and you're going to be good. And it's not like that. You got to practice, work hard, and bust your butt. And what I've always was told from every college coaches and everything is what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So you put 150% in, you're going to get that 150% in.
Okay. Also, really quick, because we've trained in the gym just last week, and so your workouts of pretty high intensity to that of a 21-year-old. A 21-year-old couldn't keep up with that workout. There's no way. Concerning strength and cardio. So what is your secret to because this ties in with anti-aging and cell rejuvenation, what is your secret to, like I said, someone in the early 20s, there's no way they can possibly keep up with that training session that you do. What is your secrets to maintaining such great condition at your age?
I think it's always having a work ethic since I was in the pros in college, and it just carries on. You know, it's got to be something you love doing. You can't. It's not a.
So you
job.
love your workout.
I like working out.
You tear it up.
That's my goal. I mean, how I feel once I get in there, I just feel comfortable, feel like I'm at home, and I just enjoy working out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 5-time Pro Bowler, fastest man alive in the NFL, Anthony Miller. We appreciate your opinion on the show today. Thank you very much.
No problem.